So here we have my lightweight backpacking gear list for 2017, and we'll go ahead and go over everything that's here. So let's start with the big three stuff. And so first of all, of course, you guys have known Z-Pac's Arc Haul, which is great. Been rocking it all year, all season. It's been doing well. And this big kind of pillowcase stuff sack in that, or that nylon bag, is the Enlightened Equipment Enigma 20-degree quilt. And let's move on to the Warbonnet Big Mama Jama tarp, the Neo Air X-Therm, the Dream Hammock Darien, and that's in like 1.6 Robic, and it has 12-foot tree straps because I'm expecting where I'm out in Colorado, I'm going to have some bigger trees to handle. And then we have clothing. I carry an extra pair of socks, rocking out these Patriot socks. They're right socks for July 4th, which we just had. Z-Pac's Micro Fleece Ex Officio underwear, Polar Max long sleeve shirt, and then Under Armour 2.0, because I'm expecting it at the elevations that we will be at, it will be a lot colder. We have the Outdoor Research Sombriolet hat, gloves. I'm not sure what they are. Dakini gloves. Let's see. Yeah, Dakini gloves from REI. Pack towel from Sea to Summit. Rain gear. I have my Outdoor Research Helium 2, and then a Z-Pac's rain kilt, which also doubles as a ground sheet. So that's kind of nice when I'm in my hammock. And then here we have the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer, first aid kit, toothbrushing kit, of course, right next to the She Whiz Big Dig poop trowel, Petzl Active for headlamp, navigation area. So I always bring a compass, even it's really well marked. The map of the area. So that's in Aspen, going around the Maroon Bells, and then the Garmin Explorer Plus, toileting kit, tent stakes, and I am bringing that style of tent stake. Bug protection. So I'm not convinced yet. I'm usually bring the Sunsack because it's a combination DEET lotion and sunscreen, but I don't want to carry this big container, so I'm probably gonna when you see the weights at the ends, you're probably gonna see this be a lot less, just because I'll probably squeeze it into a Ziploc bag or put it in a straw or something. And then mosquito head net, but I might bring the DEET spray and replace this with a travel size sunscreen. Water kit. You see I'm rocking the Evernew bag now, which is different, slightly lighter, but I like some of the features on this versus the Sawyer bag. The Sawyer bag started to separate, and so you see the Sawyer squeeze in there, and I have plastic cut off or scoop from a bottle just in case I can't get a water source that's flowing right into the bag. And this time I am bringing the Crocs. The reason is, since it's going to be my first time hiking at elevation, I'm going to want to take breaks. And so for water crossings right now out in the East Coast, I usually just kind of tromp right through without taking a stop. But I think I'm not going to mind taking a break, putting on my water shoes, and just crossing that way. And then we have the bear canister is included in the overall weight, but of course the food is not. And that's the BV500. And then we have my cook kit. You'll see the Human Gear Duo at the side there, the Snow Peak Trek 700, and then two lighters, a mini one and a regular size, and then the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. And these are just all my stuff sacks. I really have thought about getting away from stuff sacks, and I did at one point, but I realize I don't like it. So these are my stuff sacks and dry bags. I prefer having kind of that organization system in my pack. Just pull that out. I don't like having the major pack explosion where I have everything dumped out. I feel like I'm going to lose something that way. So I like having the separate stuff sacks and bags. 2 smart water bottles is what I'll bring. Of course, the water is not included in the base weight, but the bottles are. And then from this section on, it's kind of the stuff that I'll bring with me, but I don't include in base weight for a couple reasons. Some of them is on body. Some of them I wouldn't be bringing if I weren't taking video, so I don't include them in the base weight. But this one, of course, canister stove, of course the canister should be included in the base weight, but since it's consumable, I did not, and I can't fly with this, so that's why it's sitting out, because I want to make sure I don't include it with my kit. That would be a bad time with the TSA. And then the SQ1 solar charger from Flybox Gadgets. A Kershaw pocket knife will be on body carry. Cards, either myself or Josh will bring this, but I just tossed it in there to show that we do bring stuff to kind of entertain ourselves around camp if we want it. Chargers, one for the Garmin, and then one for camera / phone. I bring a tripod, usually not this one. I'm holding the one that I usually will bring. It's a smaller kind of mini gorilla style tripod. And of course, trekking poles I bring on every trip. These are the Black Diamond Z poles. And I'll need it for sure on this trip, I'm sure. So there you have it. So we have an overall base weight of 15.34 pounds, which is a little higher than I usually carry, but that's because two things I don't usually bring are the bear canister, of course. I usually hang a bear bag, but it's required on this trip. And I don't usually bring Crocs. I used to, but I don't usually bring them now. I usually just tromp through water. But for this trip, I think I like to be a little bit comfortable. I don't really want to get rid of anything right now. So that's what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'm really looking forward to this trip. And by the time you see this, I will be back. But see you guys later. Thanks. Peace.